Welcome to a special Thursday night edition of Friday Night Fever. I'm Jim Holder. Thank you so much for joining us. You could call this Thursday Night Thunder like we used to back in the day. Several high school football games were already scheduled for tonight because of fall break, but a lot more rescheduled for tonight because of the threat of inclement weather tomorrow that Matt was talking about earlier. We've got highlights from several games, including some JUCO games, because this is usually their night. We have scores on our ticker and also at WTVA.com. We begin with our Game Day Haircuts and Spa game of the week. It was Shannon at Itawamba AHS. Hopefully you saw us live from there earlier at 4, 5, and 6. And no score in the first quarter after the teams take the field. So we're going to go ahead to the second quarter in this one. And Indians quarterback Davion Sistrunk flushed out of the pocket, and where's he going to go? Well, here he comes. Breaks one tackle, and there he goes. Touchdown Itawamba AHS. Indians on top. They've got a 7-0 lead. Here's Darrell Wilson checking this out. Shannon going to their Wild Raider. Stanka White up the middle for a 10-yard run. Actually, more than that. It's a first down for the Raiders. And then White up the middle again. This one's going to be a lot longer. Try 30 yards up the gut and try a touchdown towards our own Alvin Ivy. Two-point conversion was good. Shannon had an 8-7 lead, but Itawamba AHS took the lead before the half. Indians still undefeated, 22-14 is that final. South Haven at Tupelo, homecoming for the Golden Wave, and we picked this one up in the first quarter. No score. South Haven with the ball deep in Tupelo territory on fourth down. Jordan Hibbler scrambling, sacked by Quay Edwards, who had a big night. Chargers turn it over on downs. Golden Wave would wind up giving the ball right back. Jake Ware back to throw, but picked off by Caleb Griffin, and the Chargers are back in business deep in Tupelo territory. And that play would lead to this one. South Haven will cash in this time. Hibbler finding Derek Massey Jr. Chargers went for two and made it. They're up 8-0 at this point, but Trent Hammond's team is going to answer on its next possession. David Hayes had a huge night. Here's his first touchdown, the first of two he had, which cut it to 8-7. Hayes rushed for 232 yards. Tupelo wins it by one. 35-34 is the final. There's also homecoming at TCPS. The Eagles hosting Hamilton. The Eagles were up 20-0 in the second quarter. Hamilton, though, going to work. B.J. Jones finding Colin Hallman, and that will go for a first down for the Lions. However, fourth down on this drive. Holman here throwing the ball, finding Colin Neville, who's immediately met by Tucker Huggins, as wrestles him to the ground there. A little body slam. Hamilton turning it over on downs. Eagles next possession. We've seen a lot of great plays out of Kai Holiday. Here's another one. Nearly sacked, not once, but twice. He gets out of it. Holiday breaks three, and there's a wide open Noah Foster right there. Touchdown, 27-0 TCPS, and well, they've landed that lead a little bit later. Holiday and Foster hooking up again for the half. Eagles soar in this one, 41-0 is that final. North Pontotoc at New Albany from Kitchens Field. This is a big division game. In fact, it was the division opener for the Bulldogs, and they've got a fourth down near midfield. C.J. Hill had a big night, getting the first down on the ground. Later in the drive, Hill the carry up the middle for 4 yards to the North Pontotoc 13. And then there's more. Third down conversion. Hill gets the ball again, takes it to the 5, setting up first and goal. And then on second and goal, Hill again getting the touchdown. Point after miss, but New Albany's up 6-0. By the way, Hill went over 200 yards rushing tonight, we're told. Big night for him, as I mentioned. Vikings try to get something going. TJ Polk getting some yards, and then Polk connecting with Wes Sutton here for a first down. A nice gain near the sideline. Could not connect with his receiver on this play. Bulldogs get the win in this one. 19-0 is that final. Noxubee County at Corinth. This is a big matchup. That, like North Pontotoc, New Albany, was a Game of the Week nominee, and exciting start to this one after the punt. Noxubee County fumbled the ball. Corinth recovers, and that is going to be the first score of the game. Warriors jumping out on top a little bit later. Anthony Little's going to get the handoff. He will carry the ball 28 yards down to the Tiger 32-yard line. That, of course, is going to be a first down. Very next play, Jonte Triplett getting handoff, making some moves. He will get another first down. Right by our own Aaron Wilson. There you go, inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. About 5 minutes left in the first half. Here's Bobby Shanklin finding Jeffrey Malone. And Corinth rolling tonight, 51-14 is that final. Biggersville and Baldwin. It's a big division game in 1-1A. Biggersville up 8-7. This is in the second half. First play of the third quarter, Biggersville looking long, but Jacoby Williams coming up with that pick. Next play, Maddox Ritchie for Baldwin, finding a wide open Timothy Scales, and Scales going to go for that first down. Then Ritchie hand off to Gabe Richardson for another first down. However, Biggersville would go on to win this game by the final score of 24-13. We ask you to vote every week on our Instagram page, WTVA FNF, for our Friday Night Fever Band and Cheerleaders of the Week. Didn't have long to vote this time, but this week's winner is Itawamba AHS. We'll hear from the band in a minute, but the cheerleaders take us to our break. Itawamba AHS. Welcome back to a special Thursday Night Thunder edition of Friday Night Fever. Let's continue with our highlights. Choctaw County at Houston, and the Chargers were up 14-0 in this game. Alan Robertson of Houston, though, in on that stop for the Hilltoppers. Fans from both schools making their presence known. Xavion Ford here, a nice return for Houston. However, they dug that hole for themselves. Choctaw County just a very good team, and they get the win in this one. 24-12 is that final. South Pontotoc at Pontotoc, and the Bands at halftime put on a nice performance. Pontotoc with a 28-0 lead. And the Warriors were looking for more. Jamarcus Whitfield, 6 yards on a nice carry. Next play, however, Pontotoc loses some yardage because this one going through the hands of Connor Armstrong. Couldn't get back to the line of scrimmage. No worries, though, because Armstrong finding Trez Vaughn. 35-0 Pontotoc at that point, and the Warriors go on to win by that 35-0 final. New Hope at Saltillo. It was homecoming for the Tigers. And McCrouch, this year's queen, congratulations to her. And then Saltillo's Jake Prather, you will see here. He's going to roll out. You'll find Caleb Agnew for an 8-yard completion. That one is good. Prather then rolling to his right again as the fans are into it. They've been all season for Saltillo. 3-yard run for Prather, cutting New Hope's lead to 13-8. However, the Trojans win this one by the final of 19-16. DeSoto Central at Oxford. It was homecoming for Oxford as well. Jack Tannehill putting the Chargers on the board with a 40-yard field goal to make it 3-0. One of the stories in this one, sophomore lineman Cade Gray of the Chargers, injured during this game. He was down for some time, was taken to the hospital. We don't know his condition, but we'll keep you posted on that. Of course, Oxford does get the win tonight, though. 51-6 is that final. Thursday, traditionally the big night for community college football. The MAC-JC schedule continuing as usual tonight. Highlights from a couple of games, including ICC playing its final home game of the regular season against Mississippi Delta. And here we go, first quarter, Clark Mills. Short little pass to Barry Flowers, who's going to do the rest. 38 yards for the touchdown. Nobody's going to catch him. ICC on top, 7-0. Second quarter, it's 14-7 Indians. Hiram Wadlington, he did this a lot when he was at Oxford, doing it on for ICC. 49-yard touchdown. Indians cruise, as you see. 49-7 is that final. Northeast visiting 12th ranked Jones. Jones, of course, wearing those uniforms that look like USC. I've always said that. Northeast forcing a turnover. I'm probably not the only one that said that. Terry Joyner forcing the fumble. Kadarius Shell Dixon the recovery for the Tigers. A little bit later on, Kevon Jackson, a nice run for a first down. However, Jones will get the win in this one by the final of 35-3. All right, some other scores from tonight. East Mississippi falling again to Holmes, 49-42. Northwest a winner over Kahoma, 54-18. Rangers right now in charge of that division. Also in softball, the playoffs, Neshoba Central wins in 2 games over Tupelo. Houston wins in 3 games over Hamilton. So Houston advances to North Half. They'll play the Amory East Webster winner. They will try to play that tomorrow. That's going to do it for this special Thursday edition of Friday Night Fever. We will do a condensed version of Fever tomorrow at 10 on WTVA with some of the games that are played. We'll do a full show tomorrow night at 10:35 on WLOV. We'll see you then. Take care.